Hello. So, welcome back. And in the energy, as I specified in the reading titled, You Will Be Vindicated, I believe there is the energy generally, since this morning that I meditated, of vindication, of also revelation, resurrection, just things returning from the past. This reading will be for the energy of Leo. Those in the energy of Leo, you don't have to be born under the sign Leo. This is just the energy of Leo. And the energy of Leo will be for people that are in the energy of sovereignty, of pride that is balanced. You know, if you're not in the energy of a toxic Leo, which we can be toxic sometimes, and I'm just saying like toxic in general. We're not, I should say low vibe, because we can be toxic on a day-to-day and then just bring it back. So courageous, like I said, prideful, but in the essence of love. The element of fire that thrusts you forward to your passion, the intensity and fiery feeling of success, of desiring more for yourself, of being that person who not only thinks of yourself, but helps thrust others forward with your own fire. And I just have to continue to talk about vindication. And in that reading, I talk about a little bit about my background, a little bit about myself, and just tiny, like introduction, not even my bio. Because I feel like it's important for you to understand and know that I am with you. I am you. You are me. We are all connected. We are all on this healing journey together. It's not me telling you what to do. It's me just being a channel. And then I also must see where I fall in these titles and watch what messages there could be for me. I don't always remember the readings because I'm channeling. So I do go back and I look at the titles, and like I mentioned, the reading about making the first move to being authentic, you be bold to make the first move and being authentic, that came under a Scorpio energy reading that I did. Let's see what date that was. It was January 28th, and it was actually crazy. Full moon in Leo energy. And here we are doing the energy of Leo again, and this is coming out. So, it just is all connected. And I'll tell you a small little story about a situation that I was in when I worked at a not-for-profit organization where I grew in love and in passion for helping people. When I first started at that organization, I was a volunteer. I didn't want to be there. I was just the interpreter, and I was in college for the second time, and I just wanted to get my hours done and move on. But I fell in passionate love and desire for the mission of helping those who are less fortunate, who, part of their mission statement was something like defending the cause of the weak. I know it's a Bible verse, I just don't know it by heart. So, and I was kind of turned off by it at first, like, because it was religious, and I was like, I don't want to be doing this in a religious way. I was still on my journey. That was a while back, so I don't really care if somebody's religious or not. I actually think that everybody has their purpose, and it could be religion. The only thing I want to uphold is that everyone treats everybody equally, and we are not passing judgment ourselves, because that is not what we're here to do. We're here to sharpen each other. Sharpen, iron, sharpen, iron sharpens iron. And I can do anything that somebody else does, and vice versa. And so, I always have believed that, even though I didn't have not so good circumstances, and I talk about that, 555 is on the clock. I talk about that in, I think, Vindication reading, or maybe even in the Pisces reading, where I didn't have such a great start. I've done a lot of things backwards too, because that's how my life was set up, and that's how I've been prepared. And so, I don't know why they're having me tell this story, but if there's somebody out there that this helps, at least one person, then that's great. But I had a very, very unique position where I worked at a not-for-profit organization, and I worked my way up, and from volunteer to intern to paralegal to senior paralegal to a DOJ accredited representative, and through the Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security, I was able to be in the position to practice only immigration law under the umbrella of a not-for-profit organization. And so I had my own caseload. Whereas I had a lot of experience because, I was a volunteer and I worked there for free for 40 hours a week. And then after that, I had this position that went open. I had so many mentors. I won't mention their names, they know who they are. And that is what helped me fall in love and have passion for the work that I still do today. But along the way, I had a supervisor whom I loved, adored, admired, and even one of my children loved and admired her through me, and even went to the same college that she went to. And I never seemed to be enough. I never seemed to do anything right. And I took that very personally and very seriously, but I didn't cry. I didn't complain. I was just so much harder on myself. And there were times where I suffered in silence. I cried alone. And I just kept saying, I have to prepare myself more. I have to read more. I have to practice more. Not knowing and not realizing that I was good enough and excellent all along. That I was there not because of her or even because of other people that were very good mentors to me, but I was there because of the Most High God. Because He put me there, because He placed me there. He put me exactly where I was supposed to be at that time. And I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right now too. And so if anybody out there that is in the energy of Leo, if you've felt that, then you know, and you have that inner knowing, and you need to trust the inner knowing of understanding that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And the wrongdoings, I won't get completely into it so I could still do the cards. Remember, the cards are for you, not for me. But the energy is saying, whatever they took from you, whatever they blamed you for, whatever they brought shame upon you, whatever rejection that they gave you, whatever guilt that they laid upon you, will be vindicated in such a miraculous, magical, serendipitous way. So continue to protect yourself, continue to protecting and serving. Maybe you could be in law enforcement, you could be in the law, you can be a nurse, you can just be a janitor, you could be a teacher. It doesn't really matter who you are or what you do. Because if the Most High God placed you there and you have a passion for it and you are connected to a group of people, again, I will say again, you will be vindicated. So Leo, those in the energy of Leo, let's see what your dilemma is. Let's see how we can get you to a place of acceptance, to understanding that this is the revolution, that during the eclipse, there was an activation. And there was an activation also, not only for the light, but also for the dark. And the dark is going to try to tip the scales. But the Most High God is not going to allow the scales to tip where they're not supposed to be. There's an equilibrium coming. There is justice. I am. Energy of Aries. I am. I am powerful. I am the Most High God's child. I am, I am, I am. You are, and it is your time. It's always been there. We have the alchemy sign, and alchemy came out just when I was reviewing old readings. There was a Taurus reading, I believe it was, that I pinned to Pisces about alchemy. And alchemy has such a deeper meaning than just the definition of alchemy. And it's turning something into something else. No matter what you've gone through, you're able to transmute that and turn it into something else, right? Into gold. Even though all that glitters is not gold. You're able to do that. You're able to transform things, transmute things, and still do good. And see the good in other people, even though those people have done wrong to you. Remember, you are alchemy. You could be seeing differences in your routine. What I mean by that is you're brushing your teeth, you're getting these downloads. You're sitting down driving the car. You have all these synchronicities that are telling you about things about the past. Whatever it is that's coming to your attention during the routines in your life, picking up your kids from school, just sitting at work, having your lunch, combing your hair, getting your hair done, whatever that is, getting a haircut, you're going to get signs, synchronicities, downloads, dreams while you're just sleeping that's pointing you to what's coming for you, okay? Let's see what you need to surrender. What does Leo need to surrender? Surrender procrastination. That is literally came out in Pisces, and I believe it came out in my Spanish Aquarius reading. Surrender procrastination and surrender to joy, to the harmony of who you are. Why are you procrastinating? You're only procrastinating because you are in your routine and you're not feeling like doing things. You feel like if you don't move and you don't do anything, you will stall whatever darkness is coming. But there is no darkness. So go up the stairs. Do what you need to do. Okay? When I say go up the stairs, I mean get to your purpose, right? Go ahead and climb. It's time to elevate. A lot of you are going through a transformation, ascension process. There's some aches and pains, some headaches, probably feeling very thirsty a lot, all the time. So, just make sure you're drinking water, make sure you're getting rest. They're telling you to bring love into this situation, especially your self-love. And also when they're talking about love, it's also just being you and having fun. Like the other day, I kind of had this synchronicity that was telling me that I needed to dance more. I love to dance. So find that thing that you love to do and just do it. Even if it's for 30 seconds. If you're at your desk, if you have a desk job, if you're at the gym, if you're in the car, whatever you're doing in your routine. Dance in your seat if you need to. Or sing. Some of you connect a lot through music. Put on happy music that brings up your vibration. Okay, so let's see what your advice is. What is Leo's advice? What is Leo's advice? Nothing yet is set in stone, because you can manifest anything that you want. And you can transmute this energy that's after you, that you feel that's after you, that you feel is coming up, that you don't understand, and you think something's going to happen. You feel threatened by some kind of darkness. Adjustments are required. So go ahead and make those adjustments. And what do you need to release during the waning moon? Your hard work is paying off. There is Capricorn energy here. And look at this. Be bold and make the first move. Believe the impossible. There is just energy here from the eclipse, from the super blue moon. You may want to go back to those readings to see, because those readings are resonating right now. Very, very specific and direct messages for the collective. Let's see what else. Imagine. Nothing yet is set in stone. So believe in the impossible, believe in your dreams, and whatever you imagine is going to come true. We have the waning moon again. You're going to go the distance. So you just need to stay out of your head, Leo. Also, again, I think I did this message a couple of weeks ago. It may even have been a little bit over a month. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. Watch the mutable signs during this time. You can look those up. I think one of the mutable signs is Gemini, but I'm not sure. And then you are kind of at a fork in the road, and you're trying to see which direction to go. But there's really nothing for you to do. It's more about you staying still and being in the moment and surrendering to harmony and joy and doing, right? But sometimes even when you're not doing something, you're doing something. So give yourself a little bit of credit and grace, and just roll with these changes. Let's see. Be a little bit more flexible, be more forgiving with yourself. But the big message here is definitely surrender to procrastination and be ready to fight the good fight without weapons. And remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And just be. You are. I am. Fiery energy from Aries. Could be somebody's south node. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And Leo, I do hope it was you. Thanks for watching. Bye.